you need a permission to fly over the tracks?
Actually, you don't.
You do need permission to
No,
fly
you
over
don't.
the tracks. You do.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Auditing Yorkshire. I've got a very special treat for you today, guys. So we are at Shrewsbury Prison in Shropshire. It's not your typical prison audit. It is not. This place is actually closed down. Yes, it was a HMP Shrewsbury. It was a category B and C men's prison in Shrewsbury, Shropshire, and it has been decommissioned since 2013, March of that year, and is now open to the public. It opened in 1877, between then and 1878, and it closed in 2013. It is managed by the Campbell Group, and the governor either is or was Jerry Hendry. I don't know if that's the governor who's in the manager or if that's who the governor used to be. But yeah, the Victorian prison as seen today sits on top of the original Georgian prison, the remains of which are still accessible underneath the current buildings. That's interesting. The former prison site on Howard Street is just next to Shrewsbury railway station, and it's near the site of Dana Gaol, a medieval prison. The name Dana is still often used for the prison, as well as being the name of the road to one side of the prison and the pedestrian route that runs from near the front of the prison into the town centre via a footbridge over the train station. Shrewsbury Prison is now open to the public as an interactive tourism destination. The Campbell Group runs guided tours, ghost tours, various activities throughout the 4-acre site. The prison will continue to operate as a tourism destination, and there are now no plans for redevelopment. Absolutely crazy, guys. First prison I've ever been to, but I'm going to get to go in and have a look round. Lee Davis was a corrections officer who worked at HMP Lancaster Farms. He used to smuggle mobile phones and drugs into Lancaster Farms prison and was caught one day as he was at work. He served a few months in jail at HMP Shrewsbury in 2012. He now works as an electrician, so that's the only formidable, notable inmate we've got on here, guys. Absolutely mental. There is a lot of history to this place, but to be honest with you, it's absolutely freezing. I'm not going to go into it. I'm sure if anyone's interested, they can go online and have a look for themselves. But I am absolutely freezing, guys, so I am going to make my way in to the Shrewsbury Visitor Centre. Ah, there it is. I am going to make my way in, so I'm going to come off camera for a few minutes, make my way in, get booked in, and then come back to you. See you inside, guys. There you go, guys. We're going to go in the sky. We're going to take it back a little bit.
Sorry, mate. You
We've
somebody or?
got company already. Hey?
Like, it's your drone, yeah?
Yeah?
Sorry, is that am I on camera there?
You are being recorded?
Yeah. Do you work for a company that own a drone?
No, who are you?
No. I work for BTP for the Transport Police.
Right.
Right. You need to get a licence and permission to fly over a railway station.
I'm not flying over at railway station.
Well, you can see into the railway station.
It don't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't.
Why did you say that?
Can you identify yourself?
I can identify myself, yeah.
Right, who are you then? PCSO
Rachel Edwards. Like
6133.
Yeah.
No problem.
What are you looking for?
Why?
Because you're flying a drone over the railway tracks in the railway station.
I'm not flying it over at railway station.
Okay. Well, Why are you being so awkward?
Because you've like come up to me
Yeah,
out
I
of
can't see you
nowhere.
say hello. All right, I've been quite friendly with you.
Yeah, I'm just busy. That's all. I'm
not
working.
being an arse. I'm not being an arse, but do you work for a company?
No, I don't work for a company.
Okay, so you're not flying that on like for a reason of work?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
What makes you think I need a licence or permission from train station?
Because there's
Because
a.
I've never heard that before. No one's ever said
railway
that to me
tracks.
before.
Have you done it before?
I'm just going to bring it back down a minute while I'm
Yeah.
talking to you.
That's right. Yeah, as you've identified, I am
Yeah.
only a PCSO. as you
It's
might say.
it's a aviation offence to speak to somebody whilst flying a drone. So can I ask the reason why you've stopped me, or the
To
reason
be
why
honest,
you've come
mate,
up to
I
speak
was-
to me?
I was just doing a random patrol, just walking over the bridge here, because it's part of the railway property, and I saw you.
Right.
Well, I saw the drone up in the sky.
Right.
And then I saw you using it.
Yeah.
And from what I understand is that flying drones over railway tracks, you need to
No.
like,
Well,
permission
no.
to do it.
I'm here on personal business, so
Okay.
it's not nothing to do with work. But I'm here on personal business.
Is it? Are you looking at something in the railway? That's what I want to know.
Well, I wasn't gonna do no, but I can if I want to.
But you,
What are you saying? I can't look in the railway with the camera? I can't
No.
film on a railway, is that what you're saying?
you need a permission to fly over the tracks.
Actually, you don't.
You do need permission
No,
to
you
fly over the
don't.
tracks. You do?
No, you don't. No, you don't.
How do you know you don't?
Because I'm a registered drone pilot, and I've
Are
been
you?
for 7 years.
Right.
I've been flying drones for 7 years.
Okay, so
And
you're a
I
registered drone pilot.
I can categorically guarantee to you right now, I do not need a licence to fly over your train station. I mean,
Right.
you can check it out yourself with Civil Aviation Authority if you want. But I'm telling you,
Okay.
as a registered drone
Well, I'm-
pilot, I don't need
okay.
permission.
All right. Well, from
Sorry to be known, yeah, I'm listening in. I've got a drone as well, you see.
No, it's okay. You're more than welcome,
Yeah,
mate.
from the
You're
railway
in, you're,
laws.
you're in a public place.
from the railway laws, you can't be flying drones over
I can.
tracks. You
I can fly over your train station if I
Okay.
want to. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not here. I'm not here to look at your train station.
Right. That's why I want to be.
But
make sure
what I'm
you-
saying is, if I wanted
Okay.
to, I can fly over your train station. Do you know why?
Go on, you tell me
Because
why.
the train station doesn't own the airspace, doesn't control the airspace.
Yeah, but there's some security rules over it, so
Doesn't matter.
I think you'll find there will be.
I think you'll find there won't
Yeah.
be.
Okay. Would you like me to take the contact details so I can get somebody to actually?
No, not really. No,
Message
like
you
I said,
then.
I'm here on business, personal business. You're actually wasting my time at the moment speaking to me.
Okay. Do you come here often then?
What's that got to do about?
No, I would like to get some facts because I don't know the laws off by heart, but I know there are some. You're right.
No, I'm just listening in, sorry.
There are
I'm
some.
going to get my drone out as well, you see.
Yeah, it's all right. She's
No, no,
she's
no.
talking crap, mate.
That's
So
all right. If you think I'm talking crap, it's
she's
fine.
just
I'll.
talking crap. So if you don't mind leaving me to do what I need to do,
Well, I was going to leave you.
Yeah,
Anyway.
no
so
problem. Check it
what
out,
did you
Civil
ask?
Aviation Authority.
Yeah, and I'll check out our railway laws as well. So,
Right, no problem.
Okay. all right.
All right, thank you. You look very confused.
I'm not confused.
You look it.
I'm not confused. No.
You might not be, but you look it.
Okay. I think I'm confused.
So that about?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Oh, nice drone.
I am filming. Have you come to prison?
Yeah, we're going to walk around there then.
Yeah, that's why I've come.
Yeah.
Basically, as a former prison, there's no geozone. Have you got your drone on you?
Yeah,
So
it's
there's no geozone, there's no restrictions.
Yeah.
So you can actually fly over this prison.
Yeah.
And that's what I was just about to do. And then get into my story, what I was going to do. Because I've got a YouTube channel, you see. It's Auditing Yorkshire.
Audit York.
Auditing Yorkshire. If you want to check it out, this video will probably be up next week. And then just out of nowhere, she came and started hassling me. Like trying to ascertain my details and stuff, and I'm like, apparently you can't fly over at train station, which is a load of crap. You can do. They don't own the airspace.
No.
So once I've finished in here and I come back out, I'm going to fly over at train station just to prove a point. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do a bit of filming in there when I come out of here, just to prove a point. Unbelievable. Enjoy, won't you? Right, I am going to change my battery in my GoPro, guys, because I'm going to take the drone back up, and just in case she comes back out or she brings any backup, I am going to change my battery because it's running very low. So I will come back to you when I'm in the sky. Right, guys, we're in the sky again. I have changed my GoPro battery just in case that PCSO comes back. But yeah. What I'm going to do is go back, get a nice shot of the prison, Shropshire Prison, and then fly over it. And then I just started getting hassled by the PCSO. She had her attitude on her. So this is different, guys. This is different. This is literally the first prison we are ever going to be flying over, or get to fly over. So that'll have been the old brown doors. That'll have been where they used to take the prisoners in. And then through to holding area there, through to holding yard. Let's go for a fly over it, guys. It's actually, obviously there's no geo zone here. It's not restricted or anything, as the prison is no longer in use. British Transport Police are trying to flex their authority. Being one of old prison wins. It's hardly surprising it's shut down, really. I mean, it's not very big, is it, to be honest? But yeah, this is former Shropshire Prison at a bird's eye view, guys. So prison van will come in there, and then them gates will have opened, and then it will come in yard. But yeah, flying over our first ever prison, guys. Where's this train station anyway? I wonder where British Transport Police are situated. Anyway, we'll go find them when we come back out. But yeah, Shropshire Prison. See you back on the ground, guys. Welcome back, guys. So we are in the building now. We are in the former prison itself, HMP Shrewsbury, and look at some of its memorabilia. We've got riot helmets. We've got some old epaulets, you know, for prison officers. So that'll be standard prison officer, senior officer, and principal officer. We've got an original nightstick, an old governor ID badge. Some old handcuffs. And we've got an old prison uniform. So I have got a map of the prison, visitor's guide. So we are there. Well, hang on a minute. So the gift shop's there, that's where we started. We've come out here and we're going to start in the courtyard and then make us way up to the ones and then across to the twos. There's no entry, staff only. Your experience starts here. I think this is a way out. It is. So we was at the other side of this fence, guys, if you remember. We've got an old we've got an old Shrewsbury Prison police van. This is crazy. I don't know if anyone on YouTube has ever done out like this for you guys, but I really do hope you enjoy this video. So this is inside a prison van. For anyone who was wondering what one looks like, that's literally their where they sit. So I don't, the lighting's not very great in here, so let me just put my torch on. So they'll come on, and these are the doors, and then literally that's the seating area. That's how big the seating area is, like a sardine tin. It's crazy. So we are gonna, wow. So we sat inside. This is how small it is, guys. That's a little window on side. Bloody hell, you can't move in here. Absolutely bonkers. That one's locked. Right, I'm gonna get some pictures of inside the van, and then we're gonna make us way to the front gate. So here we are. So we've got some information on the history of Shrewsbury Prison. For some reason my GoPro's just took a million photos. We've got Prison Act 1952 sign. We do see that in a lot of places where we go. Well, it's on every prison, isn't it? Toilets. This is crazy, absolutely crazy. So this is where they would used to come in. At the other side of these, oh bloody hell. Shit myself, and I thought that guy were real. Bloody mannequin sat at other side at door, gatehouse. So this is where they come in. God, it's cold. And then gates open over, they got out at van and walk through here. And this has been the first look at their new home. Where we're going now, so we've done this area, so we're going to go in this door now. In fact, let's get some pictures of this courtyard. There we go, guys. Everywhere I go, you guys are going. So, wow, welcome to your new home. You are in prison.
Welcome to Shrewsbury Prison. I was the last serving governor of Shrewsbury Prison, and I served here from 2005 until 2013. My role was to manage the prison, to ensure that the prison staff did their job and did their job well in an acceptable way that you as members of the public would appreciate.
Jerry Hendry, guys, last serving governor. This looks like it used to be his office.
When people come into prison, they come here for a myriad of reasons.
Name and number.
One of the issues that many of them have is that
Old security room. Old comms room, bit looks of it. Wow, look at that, guys. It's up to one at wings already. Let's just follow it round. Look in there in a minute. So these look like the old segregation units. Possibly segregation or a waiting area of some sort. But absolutely crazy. Possibly segregation, to be honest. Got another one here. I've got all shower rooms. So the prisoners do get privacy then. Oh, this is reception, so what's that chair for? I think that's possibly to be to detect contraband, you know. It's called the Boss 2. So yeah, this is reception. You've got A-wing is back there. We're going to go back there in a minute. Oh, bloody hell, I keep crapping myself when I see these uniforms. I keep thinking people stood there watching me. I think it's just shower area this, guys. Take some pictures and I'll come back to you.
A prisoner would have seen when entering the prison. To the left you can see 2 holding cells. The larger holding cell was for the general prison population. The smaller holding cell was used to hold vulnerable prisoners. To the right you will see the first night office, which was used to speak privately with prisoners about potential gang affiliation, any troubles they had at home, and complete a cell sharing risk assessment. Did you know Shrewsbury Prison was one of the first prisons to introduce this service? The desk in the centre of the room is where prisoners would have been processed by the reception officer. All of the prisoners' belongings would have been bagged and tagged before being put into a sealed box and placed in the storeroom. Behind the swing doors is where prisoners were strip searched by 2 prison officers. Every prisoner coming in and out of Shrewsbury Prison was strip searched, even prisoners who were about to be released. Prisoners coming into the prison would have had to have had a shower before getting dressed and being taken onto the prison wing to begin their sentence.
So there you go, guys. That's where you would have been strip searched. Cheeky. So we're not going to go upstairs yet. We're going to go to A wing instead. Let's go to A wing. Prisoner cells. Some of them are blocked off for some reason. Padlocked off. Can you imagine living in there? Bloody hell. I think this is one of single occupancy cells. God, imagine the history behind this place. Imagine the history behind it. Right, you're getting locked down. Bedtime, guys, bedtime. It's freezing as well in here. Oops. This is segregation, look. Segregation. So yeah, when you're a naughty boy, or if you're a risk to yourself or other prisoners, or you're at risk of being attacked or anything like that, you basically get stuck in segregation. And this is segregation. And you've got no perks, no enhancements, you've got nothing. You're just stuck in a cell. This is it, this is your life. If you're a naughty boy or a naughty girl, this is your life. A bed, a crap box and a sink. All in the same place, all in the same room. That's just your constant watch cell. Yeah, I think that's probably if you're suicidal or something, but yeah. Welcome to A-Wing, guys. Look at this. Turning someone's cell over. Looks like he must have had some drugs or contraband or something, and then they'll make them tidy it all up themselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover each floor at a time and then get some pictures taken. Oh God, it's cold in here. A typical cell. So this is a typical living area of a cell, guys. I think you're not allowed to go in past that point, but typical cell living area. Prison clothing, you get a shelf for your food and stuff and whatnot to go on. You've got your bed, single or bunk, depends if you're lucky enough to have a pad mate. Home away from home, eh? The kitchen area. The typical blue cups and plates and sauces and all that stuff. First night cells, not much in them. You alright? Did you take your drone up?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's just cell, cell, cell on each side, going from top to one end to other. And then you've got, so this will be your ones, your twos and your threes up there. I will come back to you guys when I get to the top. Right, we're going upstairs. I tell you what, there's a hell of a lot of cells what cover just one wing. So this one, Mark Cobden's cell. You may recognise this cell from popular BBC prison drama Time, starring Sean Bean and Stephen Grantham. The show follows two men on different sides of the bars as they discover harsh related prison life. The cell belonged to Sean Bean's character Mark Cobden. Everything you see in this cell today was used to create the dramatic set that Sean Bean used to bring his life characters to life. BBC drama Time, I'm going to have to watch that. Yeah, I'll have to watch that. Bloody hell. Yeah, it's that cold in here, I can see my own breath. Got healthcare here. Healthcare. Can I have a prescription, please? press me. Don't work. We've got some notorious ex-cons in here. Jack the Ripper, Victorian serial killer. Number of victims unknown. Bloody hell. Amelia Dyer. Offence baby farm murder of Victorian England. 100 plus victims. Illegitimate children adopted by Dyer for profit. Wow. There's that doctor we were talking about at HMP Manchester. Harold Shipman. Peter Sutcliffe. Fred and Rosemary West. Married duo, serial killers. Right guys, so that's the tour of Abingdon. So I have walked up to 2s and 3s and 4s. It's basically the exact same as what's down here. So this is one full wing. A-wing. You've got your servery, so you've got your showers. So each wing is allocated its own showers.
I do get the odd occasional question, is it pink and fluffy?
And each wing is allocated one servery. So prisoners will come in here, they'll enter through one door, get the food, they will then leave through this door, go back to the cells and eat. So shower area, a servery, and then you've got your 1s, your 2s, your 3s, your 4s, levels, and then it's all cells. But yeah, this is one full wing. Pretty cool. So we're going to take a walk now, and we're going to go to, I think it's C wing, so I'll come back to you when we're there, guys. Very quickly, before we leave A wing, guys, this cell here is called the T-boy cell. Now it's the same as any other cell on the wing. However, it's named the T-boy cell because this is where a prisoner who was housed in this cell. So a prisoner would be here who was highly trusted, and he will be responsible for making the officers' tea. This cell was also the very last occupied cell here at Shrewsbury Prison. And just want to show you these before we go as well. So you've got the female Victorian cell and you've got the male Victorian cell. Now it housed both men and women in the Victorian times. This particular cell was designed to house a man. Before the introduction of the metal frame bunk beds, Victorian cells would have a variety of different beds, including an early Victorian period where would you have seen a canvas hammock bed, basically a hammock, and they'd be attached to either side of the cell. Despite only being made for one person, some Victorian cells could hold up to 4 men at a time. Crazy. Padded cell. It's basically, you can hardly move in there. You can't actually get in, it's locked. but you can hardly move. Padded cell, padded walls, basically for violent behaviour may result in injury to themselves or other prisoners. Crazy, you don't want to be in there. You got a 1960s cell. It's a bit better than Victorian ones, isn't it? 1995 cell before sanitation. So prison cells haven't always had their own toilets and sinks. They weren't added to the cells until 1995 before sanitation was built in. You could have up to 3 prisoners in these cells. Overcrowding was huge. It was a huge issue at this prison back in the day. But yeah, all you had, if you look closely, you will see the prisoner's slopping out bucket. This white bucket had to be shared by all the prisoners in the cell. Oof. You see it under there. Oh, disgusting. But yeah, all information's on there, guys, if you want to pause it and read it at your own leisure. (2013) cell. And a modern day cell. I think we've seen this already, haven't we? There's the University of Lincolnshire book in there. Right, we're going to move on to the next wing, guys. We'll pick it back up. Right, we have come out on C wing, guys. But there's something I want to show you very quickly. There is something I want to show you. So you've got the executioner's bedroom and executioner's room down here. So this will be executioner's bedroom, guys. It would arrive at the prison the day before the execution was due to take place, and he would basically use this room to do whatever he wants in sleep. Yeah, so they used to hang here, guys. Execution by hanging. Releasing a trapdoor. This would take a maximum of 12 seconds following the execution. Executioners were also responsible for cutting the prisoner down, cleaning the body and covering them in a shroud ready for an autopsy. Don't wonder who's got a cross in there. Get ready for this, guys. Get ready for this. So this is the execution. So in April 1822, 5 prisoners were hanged in one day for burglary. Can you imagine that now, if prisoners were hanged now for burglary? This is it. Executioner's room. Yeah, so basically, yeah, I mean, your neck could be in there and you drop down there, so not a very nice way to go, is it, guys? I wonder if that's one of the last used ropes.
The execution room you're now stood in is actually the 3rd execution room to be used at Shrewsbury Prison. From 1791 to 1868, executions were carried out in public view. At Shrewsbury Prison, these took place from the roof of the original gate lodge, which you walked through when you entered the prison. A small gallows was erected on the roof, and members of the public would watch from what is now the car park and the train station as the executions were carried out. From 1868, public executions were stopped in Great Britain, and all executions took place behind closed doors. In Shrewsbury Prison, there was a hanging shed in the rear of the site above the original infirmary. This was used until 1902, when it was replaced by the execution room we are now stood in. From 1902 to 1961, 7 executions took place in this very room. All of the men executed were convicted and sentenced for the crime of murder. The last execution in Shrewsbury Prison was in 1961, when 21-year-old George Riley was hanged for the murder of his elderly neighbour. The most famous executioner to execute prisoners at Shrewsbury Prison was Albert Pierpoint. Albert was known for his precision in hangings and had revolutionised executions to make them more humane. His fastest executional record was 7 seconds from getting the condemned man from his cell and through the drop. In this room you can see a mock-up of the condemned man's cell. The window between the room is not an original feature and would have actually been a secret door joining the 2 rooms. The condemned man never knew that this room was right next to the execution room. On the morning of the execution, the officers would move a bookshelf and reveal a secret door which led into the execution room. The condemned man would spend 10 days in the cell leading up to the execution date. There would be 2 prison officers in the room with the prisoner at all times. You would typically find a chessboard or a pack of cards in this cell, as well as writing materials.
So we are gonna move on now. Not too sure where to be honest. I've kind of got lost a little bit. So ground floor of C wing. I keep seeing these no entry signs everywhere, but all doors are open and people seem to be going through them, so I'm a bit confused. I think he said it shuts at 7 o'clock, this place. Pick it back up. This is the second floor, C1 or something like that, C2. This is nowhere near as big as A wing, but we have come across, let me find it on here, the most hauntedest cell. They do ghost hunting and paranormal activities and stuff in this place. For anyone who's interested, I will be putting details into a link, in description, and I'll be putting one of their business cards on my Facebook page and my community section of YouTube. So this is the most haunted cell. C203 is reported to be the most haunted cell in the entire prison, considered the haunted wing. There have been many reports of unexplainable things in this wing from officers, prisoners and the public today. Many officers would refuse to work on this wing alone at night and reported they saw a grey lady come from this cell and walk towards the execution room at the bottom of the corridor. This sighting has been reported many times, and to this date we do not know who she is or why she is here. Could she be a prisoner? Could she be an officer? There's been many similar reports of a grey lady walking down the stairs to the governor's wine cellar, which you can see on the tunnel tour. Could this be the same lady? To this date, many paranormal companies pick up large amounts of activity in this cell, and some people even refuse to go inside. Can you go in? Question mark. Well, we are going to go in, guys. Let me get my torch on. So there we are. We're at HMP Shropshire, Shrewsbury, sorry, and we are about to go in the most hauntedest cell in the entire building, the entire prison. Can't see a right lot in here. Yeah, that ghosties and ghoulish stuff don't bother me, you know. It stinks in here though. Stinks of mould. If you see something, you see something. If you don't, it don't bother me. I'm going to take some pictures on DSLR and see if we can pick out up. Yeah, so we're nearly done, guys, to be honest with you. It's not... Oh, we've locked it. It's not as big as it looks inside. You've got your prison van where we started off, your reception area where we've looked at, you know, where the strip search them and everything. Security office, governor's office, incident room, air wing, segregation, right cells, T-boy cells. We've done all that, servery. Most of that's on air wing. I mean, it sort of like leads through to C wing, but we're pretty much done nearly. Just been out into the exercise yard, and to be honest with you, you can't see anything out there because it's pitch black, but there's not much to see, to be honest. It's an exercise yard, so. Right guys, so the tour is actually over, but we have explored the entire prison of what we can access anywhere, all the wings, and gone through all the information and things we are. So I am going to make my way back out now, and yeah, I'm going to wrap the video up, guys. It's been absolutely fantastic. Please share this video, please give it a massive thumbs up, like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one, guys.